Imagine that you're Aaron. You start this new project with a really good friend that you see is growing exponentially and getting really popular. You start being able to do interviews, you get sponsorships from big movies, you have merchandise, and you're doing it all with one of your closest friends who you see as being with you all the way. Sure, in the beginning your friend says that he just wants to do this for a bit and then go back to his older content, but that's what your plan was as well. But after all this explosive growth, how could he possibly want to go back? This is clearly the biggest thing either of you have ever done. Then, just as things start getting more real and you start doing some big time entertainment stuff, your friend just seems to be phoning it in. He isn't getting that now this is more than just you and him sitting on a couch playing games. Finally, here comes the big event, E3 2013. The plan is to go there, meet with fans, talk with creators, and get on a podcast with the game station. Then, on the first night of this multi-day long event, your friend gets absolutely blasted. So blasted, in fact, that he misses the podcast that you're both scheduled to be on the next day. He doesn't meet with friend of the channel and industry player Grant Kirkhope, and he misses the entire rest of the convention. You then call him up, pissed that he's not taking any of this seriously, pissed that he has such little impulse control that he gets completely wasted while on what is essentially a work conference. You tell him in no uncertain terms that he's ruining the reputation of what you both worked so hard to create. He responds, essentially saying that he doesn't care and that all he wants to do is work on Jontron. He says that you've been taking control of all the business decisions, you haven't been consulting him on anything, and you just act like he's below you in some way, and he can't control himself. Of course you're doing all the business decisions because you actually care about the channel. Of course I'm taking over everything. You can barely make it through a behind the scenes video with a special effects artist. And of course you can't control yourself. You can't even make it to a podcast featuring our channel because you got too drunk the night prior. Okay, well, since I don't do anything and actively hurt our image, why don't I just leave the channel? Like I said, I just want to make Jontrons anyway. You pause, and you tacitly agree with him. You then get off the phone and call up a lawyer to draft up articles of an amendment document with a standard NDA, just so he doesn't leave and actively hurt your company, even though you don't really think he will, so you can officially transfer the business to yourself.